Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire, Steam Release Series, episode number 37. Alright, let's jump right into it. I'm going to try to cut some things out, but not too much. I did adjust all the assets off camera to make sure that now everyone is back up to 100% since IP is no longer going to be an issue. First order of business is decisions. Recon, we'll accept this, although it actually is going to be a little bit more difficult. No, I guess not. I guess we just need to put some spies somewhere and we'll get the recon necessary. I don't know what I'll do for my model council, so I'll just... Is this an obvious one? Yeah, I guess... Oh, medium helicopters. Let me design this. Okay, let me just do it real fast. Okay, so for the helicopter, I'm going to choose fighter bomber. I really don't know. This is... In my opinion, this is a kind of a tough one. I think we're going to need better engines before we can do this effectively, but I'll choose heavy rotor, fuel tank 5000. Played around with a bunch of these options. Could not get an option. Medium rockets. Could not get an option with more than 3 hexes of maximum operational range without dropping medium rockets or the machine guns or, you know, something that I feel is necessary. So we're going to make do with 3 hexes. Now, the way helicopters work, as far as I know, is you don't need air bases, which means that you can kind of... The way I envision it, I've never used them, but I think that they will function essentially as long-range artillery, 3 hex artillery. We can just put right behind our troops. And if that's the case, 3 hexes is... I mean, I'd still say that's the minimum you'd want. It seems like maybe even 1 hex too little. It'd be nice to keep them a little bit further back. But, I mean, in theory, 3 hexes is not completely foolhardy or foolish. It seems like it's potentially functional. Mechanized Assault Army. This one has a very interesting peculiarity, which I'm not sure if I noticed on the Motorized Assault Infantry Battalion. Despite only carrying 9 infantry units, 10 armored transports are ordered. It's a little mysterious to me. Is this done intentionally for redundancy? Because if so, it's not done in any of the other units I've seen. So I feel like it's just a mistake because they look like they're actually trying to account for the light armor. It looks like they've actually added an armor transport for the light armor, which clearly does not need an APC to carry it. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out, but that's definitely what we're going for, and it's a realistic, I would say there's a very real possibility that'll become our frontline design, or our frontline formation. It looks good. I like it's basically what we have already, which is our machine gun troops, our machine gun mechanized troops, but with a little bit of tanks to increase massively increase the firepower. And actually these have already been doing really well, as we've been seeing, and that's been on the old design. The new design's better, and we haven't even tested that one out yet. Okay, assets. Let's go to assets. So first of all, a review. All these things are going to be fine now. We did that down to 25% on everything that we didn't think was critical, which was quite a few things. Solar panels are still being built. We'll be getting some more of those. Power supply is down by 300, but I did cut back the high-tech factory from 100 back down to 50% again. I had done that before, but I raised it. Now we're dropping it back down. Anyway, we're going to increase the Industry 3 as well, because this is now as I already talked about this, but Industrial Points is now the latest choke point. That's not the word I'm looking for, but let's see, anything else we want to do? Bottleneck, that's the one. I think I forgot it last time too. I mean, there are some real considerations here, but I don't think we need to do anything. Actually, one of them that I'd like to do is get, as soon as we have the power, I would like to get my... Did I not do it here? I'm pretty sure I did it here. I didn't do it here. The radiation cleaner. I guess we have it here. Yeah, radiation cleansing. So I'd like to get a radiation cleansing in Hulken as well. Did I not see an option for it? Oh no, there it is. Clear as day. It's pretty cheap. By the way, one of the reasons why I was considering, or not opposed to doing the Industry 3 is because it doesn't take very much right now to build in terms of industrial points, which is, as I'm viewing it right now, as I already mentioned, it's the bottleneck. So it's the thing we have to be careful of. fact, our metal supply is like insane. So we'll get to that. I'm jumping out of order. We should be doing trade right now, and we're going to sell some metal. Turns out, but I mean, out of all the things to do, to go back and sell metals, it seems like ludicrous. But anyway, and despite the fact that we don't have a real solution for our metal problems, I mean our energy problems, I'm going to exacerbate them by also building the soil demetallization facility. I know that during the 10 rounds it's going to take to build, it won't require any extra power. So this is kind of an investment way into the future. Probably the reasons I want that more than anything will actually be for the radioactive elements and the rare metals. I'm thinking that at this point, okay, for the last time, but potentially it's not true. I mean, I've been bad at forecasting this so far. Hopefully metal is solved though. Okay, so let's just finish assets and I'll go back to trade. Food situation is actually fine right now, but yeah, I know I talked about holding these in my pocket, the solar panels, so that we can quickly resolve a future power situation. On second thought, I think the better alternative is just to create an Hulken. Might be able to do this right now, they're pretty cheap. These power banks, yeah, we already have power bank 1. It only takes 700 people to man this. I mean, I guess it's only 300 people total right now. It'll be 700 for 4 times the amount of energy. Holy cow. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, right now, obviously, it's not necessary. We are underpowered, but instead of trying to like build in a quick reaction by being able to quickly build up a solar panel, I guess we'll just try to give ourselves more advanced warning so that we are able to tolerate and have more time to react. So the solar panels, if we didn't build them, it would allow us to react faster, but with less magnitude. Anyway, so we'll be building the solar panels right away. We do need to look into what's the next one, and I know that it seems like serpentinization is actually the least worker efficient at the end of the day. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, right? Let me ask a general question for those who have played and have an opinion on this. Do you go to serpentinization then? Because I'm feeling like it's a good answer, but at the same time, maybe there's actual more worker efficiency to like do power plants and then also at the same time do whatever I think we already, are we building it already? Oh, it's here. Synthetic, yeah. So does synthetic fuel plus, like, I mean, if you just get, and then you get the power to power the synthetic fuel, like, what chain of buildings is the most efficient in terms of getting you power? I don't know. Okay, well, that's probably that. We'll leave everything else alone. We still want to stabilize. We want to build up the military side of things. So, wait, where am I? Is this? Oh, this is Gugoyas. I was like, why do I have a power bank here? Okay, so this is Gugoyas. It probably would be nice to get radiation cleansing facility too, because generally, and probably the case here, it's a 4 times increase in effectiveness for 3 times the energy and 3 times the workers. And that usually is how it goes from 1 to 2, 2 to 3 or so. Then I guess towards 4 or 5 and on down, you start losing a little bit of efficiency. So I wonder if this is worth doing. Not okay. Well, we already built one thing that is going to be using the high-tech parts, which is the industry, I think. Let me wait 1 turn. Oh my gosh, this requires... But no, in theory, and this is actually... I just mentioned it, right? So right now we're working this one at 50% to reduce the power supply from 400 down to 200. What I could do with this one is work this one at 25%, which would be... It'd still be 300 and something, but it would be getting us the full 200. And yeah, I mean, it would be more efficient, but it would still be more power total. I don't know. Alright, and Airbase 3 is all I really want right now. Same thing with Lostheim. And gloss over the details here.
Wilco.
Solar panel. Could start working up the industry ladder. Let's do the bureaucratic office. If we have the people, oh wow, we lost total population here substantially. Why? $7,700 emigrating to Shadian. Well, that is a major bummer. That is quite a lot of people leaving. And Lostheim is actually pretty happy. Quality of life. Okay, so we still need to get the quality of life stuff going, which we are building. Build it and they will come. I hope so. So because of the precarious population situation here, with it looks like 25,000 jobs, yeah, we are definitely using all of those jobs. Yeah, we are in bad shape here. Probably, I didn't do this off camera, but I should look now that I see we have a big problem for population boosts. I might even want to do the private investment just to get more quality of life stuff, get us going. I don't want to give to the populace. I want to give, it does help the workers too. Yeah, this is none of these are really what I want. Just make sure that we have this highlighted. But yeah, we already have investor level 3. We have level 3. We have this one. We even already have a viewpoint. Could do the scientific outpost. Docile AI. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to solve my problem with population. So that's that. Now there is a card I want to play while we're here. I want to do some minor work on Cragglacier. Do we have a chance to do the unification? Our maximum roll is about a 138. The expected average difficulty is around 152, let's call it. Now it's very random. It's 3D100, which means anything between 3 and 300. Weighted towards the middle. Definitely weighted towards 150, but wildly variable. It's definitely not impossible to get something like an 80 and 90. So we could definitely pass this. I just feel like it's, well, I guess it is worth trying. Well, oh my gosh, it worked. Okay. Well, there you have it. Cragglacier. Just like that. All right, well, that was, I mean, I really was not expecting that. Let's immediately pounce on the opportunity and start pushing all these valuable things that I really was eyeing for a long time, but wasn't able to get. Yeah, I mean, just push, 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 push. These militia are probably exactly what we want to go into the mountains to fight the rebels. Why didn't I think of that? It's a good idea. Now they did. Oh, they're on the plains. They made a huge mistake. We're only gonna get one round of bombardment, but you know what? I think it's worth it. I should check. Is there anybody else who has bombardment assets? I don't think so. No. Okay. Let's just do this. One round. That was so effective. Oh, it was so effective. We dropped him from 100 down to what? That was very effective. We don't want to go here because we want to lure the rebels out of the mountains. Man. Yeah, what do we do about Cragglacier now? Well, let me first of all see the city. This is... We have like a new problem to deal with, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Well, how do we deal with this? Right. We're definitely going to want sealed roads all the way in. I don't know what roads we're trying to keep here. I'm really hoping the pull system will save me from myself. Oh my gosh, this is bad. What? 40 points? That's bad. Oh wow, that's a lot. I just wanted to get a truck station. So sue me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hopefully this just naturally incorporates itself nicely into our system next turn. We did our best by at least taking over the transport hub, and we'll get that going. So under our control, we do have twice the amount of resources available for transportation. Lost Time has a... What do you have? Truck Station 1 as well. So, okay, we... Yeah, I don't like this. We're going to need a rail station here, but apparently I can't even... It's not part of our zone since the beginning, so I can't construct anything. I guess we're going to start moving other people. I don't think we need... Do we need anybody else? Like, this is perfect area for our APCs. The mountains are where these guys are going to go. So, let's ship them out. What are we dealing with here? Hunters? Yeah, these guys are not good. The sooner we kill them off, the better. Well, welcome Cragglacier. That was, you know, interesting, nice. I think it's still nice to have an extra city. What's the population? 15,000. Yikes! That is bad. That is very bad. Well, it's a new city. Is it really necessary? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Oh my gosh, they have a lot of scavenge points. So the first thing we're going to do is set up a recycling center. Can I build a road? Will you let me? Darn it. Oh, I can do it this way? Okay, cool. So next turn we'll be able to build a recycling center here as well. Plenty of recycling to be done. At least we can get that out of it. Boy, that really caught me off guard. Okay, everyone here's moved. Everyone here's moved. You have not moved. Okay, so let's move you out. We'll be, you know, pushing into those mountains soon enough. Yeah, this whole group is going to be moving down here. Oh man, I should have done this first. It would have been better recon. And then we would have had a better probability of success on our little bombardments. Let's go right here. That seems okay to me. We actually have a chance. Oh my gosh. Okay, so is it worth doing or should we wait for another bombardment? My fear is they will retreat back into the mountains. Yeah, it's a big fear.
Move it now. Good job.
Okay, we killed 2 of them at least. We're not going to push into the territory we took. So hopefully... Probably should have been more aggressive with these other units, but mainly they're there to, you know, just hold the line. Okay, 25, and you'll have... Okay, so you should be able to do this. Perfect. Good, 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 good. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, that should hold the line. Alright, fair enough. That's good down here. Up here we have a whole mess, and I didn't really plan these things out, so we'll just be trying to push in as quickly as possible. Don't think too much, just go. Oh, what do we have here? Mercenary post. Oh yeah, we will take more recruits. Definitely more recruits. Okay, now this... I'm an idiot. We're at war. Okay, yeah. We're at war. I forgot. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? Gosh. Ding dong. I'm not actually sure this is that big of a deal, by the way. I mean, I actually don't think it's that big of a deal. Because I think we're going to be really, really powerful compared to them. We won't do bombardment with this unit, but I do want to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't mind if I lose this unit as well, because it is militia. Yeah, I think it's worth it for the scouting. Alright, let's start fanning out though. 14, cut back this way. 12, maybe that. I could have gone down one more, but I don't want to move when I don't need to. Excuse me. Because remember, every movement costs readiness. Do I need to leave one unit over here? Honestly, this is what the militia should be doing, just holding the fort. Do we have anybody else who's militia? No, we have like no units left in this area. Question, where is the... Aha! Okay, so one of you guys, unfortunately, I want the buggy to recon, but I think the buggy is going to have to... Okay, well, let's just leave 15 here to hold that valuable territory, and we'll send the buggy up. Wow, 116. Goodness. I'm gonna move it there just so that we don't lose it. And then okay, we got lots of options here. But let's do the bombardment first. Trying to see what our attack power is with these. 3127. Yeah, no, do not do that. Goes down by half.
On target. Yes, sir.
That appeared to be very, very effective. I don't think we have enough to do another round of bombardment, but... No, not even one. Okay, well, movement-wise, nobody else can move. Well, you can. I don't want you to move, though. So I guess we will do a ranged bombardment against whatever this is. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, movement. Alright, so we're okay. I'm not worried, but we did almost forget that we're at war. Could have happened to anyone. Why are we pushing this way still? Well, probably the answer is we shouldn't be. Is there another place? I like to have these roads crossing. I mean, not from the perspective that they're efficient, but I like to be able to just quickly, like this. I think this is going to be a good place as well to cross. It's going to be 3 low mountains, but that's, I think 2 low mountains is still better than 1 high mountain. I don't know. Let's not worry about that for now. I'll think about it. Did I even do my trade yet? No. So, let's go to trade. So metal, you know, there's this old saying, buy low, sell high. We have metal, which is selling for 25 credits. We can get all the money the traders have, 8,700 credits, well, nearly, just by selling 350 metal. So we can really buy whatever we want, and I think in this case we're going to want to buy some fuel. So we can stockpile 22,000. We're starting to lose a little. So this is like a bargain in my opinion.
Roger that.
Metal, no, we're not going to sell that. We would sell water if we could. Food is looking okay. We need ammunition, so we're going to have to produce that. Yeah, I'll show you this. This is also preposterous. Is there anything else we really want to buy? Rare metals is still pretty cheap. We could buy almost 500 credits worth. I mean, I'm just not sure what else our credits are going to be used for. I'm seeing it go up by 1,000. I'm thinking to myself, why would we ever need rare metals ever again? But I mean, we're going to have a long time to react if there's ever a shortfall. I guess I just won't buy anything, and we'll just sell only a small amount of metal, like 200. It's just crazy for 5,000. I mean, this is the highest price I think I've ever been able to sell it for, and we're currently, like, we've had a windfall. Shortfall, windfall. Surely it's no coincidence my brain pulled that word out. So I'll sell 250 in the end, which puts us back up to 13k. Now, what the hell is going on with ammunition usage and aircraft? That last round, we used like 1,800 ammunition. Now, this doesn't make sense to me. I was thinking about it from different perspectives. Aircraft ammunition, like per weight, is much more expensive to produce because a shell's just, you know, you pack it full of, I mean, it's not that complicated. Bomb, you have to be, okay, aerodynamic, is it smart munitions, whatever. All kinds of things, but the thing is, you can't drop that many bombs in the amount of time it takes you to fire artillery. So the amount of ammunition, and I'm trying to, in my brain, I'm not trying to say that this is like weight of ammunition, I'm trying to think that this is like production time of ammunition, which means that like 1 kilogram of explosives going to an airplane is probably like 10 times more work than a 1 kilogram going to an artillery battery. But you can load and fire so much more in an artillery battery than you can from an aircraft. So I don't know how, I don't know. Well, there's some abstraction going on here. I'm not like exactly sure why this is taking, like, seriously, it's taking like 10 times. So I understand that one ammunition for this would be 10 times as much to produce, but I don't understand why the aircraft can fire or drop equal amount of ammunition than land-based artillery. It's kind of crazy. It takes a long time to run these missions, and some of the bombs themselves don't actually need to be that complicated. They can basically be, even in some sense, less like, artillery shells have to withstand. They have to withstand an explosive in a barrel and be propelled that way. But bombs are already propelled; they just need to be dropped free fall. So maybe 10 times isn't okay. We're off on a tangent. It takes a lot of damn ammunition to do this, so we have to be very careful. Get our workshop going. At least it's not a huge concern because ammunition's pretty cheap to produce. I don't want to do too much, so let's just do 300 because we don't want to be very hard on our IP supply until we get everything under control, because we just got out of the doghouse. And that said, I still am going to run this mission again. So what do we want to do here? These guys can't do anything. Our main goal at this point is just to take as much territory as we can before the other guys take it from us. So you can do an attack, which means you probably should not. Let's see, what's your 38? So soft defense is pretty good, but you're a hard target, which means I think this is really good against soft targets, really not good against hard targets. You have to, I think it's X. Yeah, you have to do an attack on this guy. And just rip him a new one. They are definitely ripping them a new one. Wow. Now, they were doing the same thing to the hard targets even, so it's not too surprising. And there goes most of our ammunition. Oh my gosh. We're gonna need, it looks like we're gonna need even more ammunition. How the hell are they using so freaking much? Get another 1,000 maybe?
Roger that.
5,000. Okay, well, at least we can resupply that. That wasn't too bad. Now, to the task at hand, which is where do we do our attacks? If I do an attack here and it pushes him back down here, then we can eliminate them because they cannot retreat into the enemy territory, so that's what we want to do first. Do this attack. This is very important. You have to win. You must win. Good. So we took on their readiness down. It's very important that that happens. Oh my god, they moved the wrong way. That's still kind of okay because at least we can still kill these guys. They can't go anywhere anyway. Yeah, so we're slowly pushing back and, you know, whatever. Stuff is happening, basically. Very descriptive. Man, I make a great content creator. I mean, these turns are going to get longer, though, with all this stuff happening. All the combat stuff. And I was going to tell you, oh yeah, this turn we should declare war on. This is the turn that Salzburg no longer stands. But yeah, that would be a little bit foolish, considering we're already engaged in a war. I'm using the airplanes to bombard these guys, but maybe I should be shifting them over. God, I have to say, though, airplanes are just... I don't like them at all, based on how much... the ammunition that they... It's just such a burden on logistics. Which in my... it just seems like that should be more of a burden. Aircraft should be less of a burden on logistics than artillery. Not from any real military knowledge, but just from some sense. So, could be wrong. I'm sure we'll get some people who disagree. That's good, that's fair. And then kind of we adjust our positions according to the other's arguments. Hopefully we arrive at a more accurate position. Now I think that's everything I wanted to do for this turn. I did my trade. Let me go to replenish units just to make sure we have everyone intact. Yeah, and then I don't know, how are we doing on replacements for these guys? So troop carrier, this is, what's the accurate one? Okay, so troop carrier is the one I want. Let's go over here, troop carrier, troop carrier. So are there still not troop carriers? There are. Let me do mass replace. Oh wait, I need to buy them first, don't I? How many do we have here? None. Okay, so we do need to replenish troops by getting more APCs. But only, yeah, I mean, I guess however many we get, we will replace. How much? Okay, so we're at... I'm not going to do it this turn. I think we'll have to wait. I really want to see that the IP comes back to a steady state. A nice continued increase, because, you know, once I see that this is starting the turns above 2,000, then I'll feel a little bit better. Okay, so what else do we have to do? I think that's it. Decisions, trade, assets, happiness, strategic cards. Yeah, which we played. That's how we got Cragglacier. Logistics and roads. Raise formations, move units, and replenish. Okay, I think we're good, so I'll see you back. Okay, well this is going to be kind of an interesting turn. I think it'll be hard for me to get through everything. Let's start with the history. Not too much goes on, by the way, but there is enough movement that I think it's worth looking at, especially up here and here. Well, those are the only two things we're really going to see. So let's maybe go back to this one. Oops. Oh. Go all the way back. Next regime. Okay, yeah. Let's look at this. Just a little bit of movement, and then, yeah, these guys push in very nicely. Okay. Sometimes it's easier just to look at the final results. See that they have pushed in. There's actually a recycling center here, so I suspect that we're taking territory that was once held. But it is completely non-aligned. I'm just guessing, without knowing. Maybe at some point, Wolfhausen? Do they not have a city? This must be their city. All roads leading there. Yeah, but Wolfhausen may have had another city over here and they lost it. Anyways, there's a lot of territory over here, which, I don't know, it seems like it must have been civilized at some point, but is not anymore. Okay, so decisions. No, let's do VidCom first. Hydroponics robotization is finished. Our Mohawk is done. Heavy helicopter, which is the heaviest one you can do. Okay, we finished Charge Gauss small arms, which are very good small arms. I think they're the best you can do without lasers, because then you can go laser and plasma. Probably we want to keep those because it's better for us than using power. We've already seen our issues with power. The mechanized RPG infantry corps is this is operationalized? Did I do the wrong one? What? Yeah, and somebody retired. The first machine gun group, she's up top and left. Breakthrough now, very important. First machine gun is this one, I guess? No. Oh, first machine gun's over here, okay. I think, yeah. Okay, that's not so bad. I was like, why would you retire right when they go declare war on us? So we'll have to replace her, but that's fine. Okay, so what else do we want to do? Democracy released 68. It's kind of a tough... We'll accept, because we want it to happen. But who knows? Economic Council, I looked at the numbers. This looks okay. I don't think there's anything for discovery to do. Yeah, it's all military discovery that we would need. So we could probably even do something like pump more points into the research, but I think it's already, this is around 100 and this is like 250, so it's already being bled off by a bit. Yeah. I'll just leave all the points the way it is.
Yes, sir.
Economic research and military research, we have to decide on both of these. There's only two options for economic: mining, robotization, or nuclear plant. They're both pretty good options. I mean, there's other stuff technically we could do, but I just don't really think it's important. Physical storage, for example. Just, I don't really care. I'm going to go with the mining robotization because this just increases productivity, essentially. It increases output without increasing the number of people working. Nuclear plant has a lot of text tied to it, so we want to get that next. But I want to do that first one first. Military. This one has so many different options. I kind of want to get down here to advanced photonics or to robotics. Now we've already... These are all discoverable. So probably what I'm going to have to do, and maybe I should just do this right now, is change priorities a little bit to a little bit more heavily favor, discovery.
Order acknowledged.
Because she had like 300 points going into research. So she was like 100 points are just being tossed away. We'd rather put those into discovery because there's plenty to discover. Now, that said, I think we're going to end up going with laser rifles. Yeah, so either shield generator or laser rifles, in my opinion. Beam guns need the laser guns. Atmospheric membranes need shield generator. Plasma's already discoverable, but that's air tech. And laser guns obviously need laser rifles too. Yeah, but the more things we get in photonics, I can do this, and then I can probably do economic to atmospheric. Well, as soon as we do nuclear plant. But anyways, if we can get 3 in photonics, then we can start unlocking advanced photonics. Let's do that.
Order acknowledged.
All right, then we can do another design. We're almost out of designs. I guess I should show the types. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of spaces left to go. Thopters. Are Thopters good here? I don't know. But presumably yes. Let's get the heavy helicopters. I don't know if they'll be that useful. Or is now the appropriate time to do automated turrets? Because neither of these are going to lead to anything else, so there's no pressing need. Maybe we'll do the automated turrets. Let's make it the biggest howitzer guns. Still nothing compared to the amount of money you spend on those frickin'... By the way, I was thinking about polymer steel, and I was like, well, what's the difference here? It's a little bit... Like, weight doesn't matter to us except for moving it. I guess it does lend itself to a little bit of improved strength. 3,000 versus 4,200. And honestly, we would rather the rare metals than metal. Okay, so we'll use the polymer. It is more IP, though. 45 jumps up to 180.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, we probably won't be building these anyway. Yeah, and then we have this order of battle optimization. So I'm pretty sure that I misread that, because I was looking through these guys, we can see the military research. Maybe, I mean, it's bleeding off 137. Might be a little too much of a bleed off. So we shorten that a little bit. Going over to formations. Yeah, again, by the way, the next bump up on the motorized heavy assault infantry, it's the same thing. They, for some reason, include a motorized transport for every light armor. Which, this is a bug, right? It can't be intentional. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's too... You wouldn't want a motorized transport for every light armor, but the coincidence is too much to be overlooked, right? It must be just a bug. Anyway, but that is the one I think I want to get next. Motorized heavy assault infantry. There it is.
Understood.
Okay, Charismatic Union Chief and Halkin. We can refuse his whatever and buy beers, which gives us commerce. Minus heart, which is pretty much exactly what we want. So we'll see if we can succeed on this. Makes everyone, but man, Burke is starting to... He's starting to go the wrong way.
Roger that.
Good. Good. We succeeded. Okay, Cragglacier. Who we apparently have a governor of? Huh. It didn't assign you as governor. Okay, worker salary. Let's start it with 4. We can raise it later. Recruits get 10. Colonists get nothing. Max recruits per turn. Let's just say, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? 2,000, maybe 100 max. Allow, and we will do a regular zone, although this is kind of bad since, I mean, I think it's just so small of a town it doesn't matter, but this means that they will look for quality of life stuff. Anyway, this is fine. We'll do this.
Roger that.
Now, unfortunately, I'm a ding-dong, and this always happens, right? When you set, there it is, you set the traffic roads yourself, you always end up doing this. So now we need to de-restrict this one, because now we need traffic to flow this way. We desperately need it to flow this way. And we're not getting, we're not getting any rare. Huh. And we actually don't have enough logistics because this stupid aircraft. Oh, brother. Oh, man. It's frustrating. Okay, well, forget the ammunition for the aircraft for now. Anyways, for Cragglacier, we can't do anything because it's not connected to the logistics network. It is now? Will it allow me? No. So next turn we will have all those things functioning. They couldn't even do the fuel because there was no fuel to give it. Anyways, that'll all change now, barely. I think we ought to just build the railroad there. So this is 125 industrial points. No, I don't want to do that because industrial points fell. Now we should be completing buildings, hopefully soon, and that should solve the problem with industrial points. Let's see, how are we doing? 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 9, 3. Okay, wow, we may have gone a little too hard. Construction finished in university. 1 turn left on the bureaucratic offices. All right, we're finishing some there. That's good to see. Last but not least, we finished, okay, 1 here, that's good. 2 more are building, and 3 and 2. Okay, so yeah, we are going to be a little bit tight on industrial points for a while, which means let's not push any more in terms of ammunition and all that. So no more bombing runs. They weren't doing that much anyway. We will continue to use the artillery to the full extent. Is this the right target? Estermas 3. Yeah, I mean, everyone's using the same stuff. Automatic rifles, combat armor. We should be probably upgrading our infantry at this point. Because we do have, I mean, next version. We have really good design points, too. Let me go take a look at that real fast. Because I haven't selected, have I, the, ooh. Wait. I did the stupid turret. Automated turret. But honestly, what we would benefit most from right now is pulling the troops off the border, off the front. And maybe advancing, giving them like really good stuff. I would love to have, yeah, well, anyways, I can't, no use crying over spilled milk. Missed opportunity though. Now, I know I would like to push, and this is recruits. I think it's worth probably just pushing to just getting that. Yeah, let's push in here. Push here. Just want information on them. I will bring up the dirt road. Oh man, I really don't like this. Let's go at least 1 hex further. It's not going to help a whole lot, but maybe a little. Yeah, we were running out not because of roads at this point, but just because they're not sealed roads. Well, what if we just decide not to care about this at all? So let me cancel this entire line of road. These are both assets, unfortunately, so we have to provide for both. Solar panels aren't... I have solar panels? What am I doing? I have solar panels. You can get solar panels in every hex? No. What? Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, by the way, it makes sense, but I don't know why this didn't occur to me. I thought that you needed a city. You can get solar panels in every hex. Oh my gosh. All right, so we are going to try to narrow down the amount of things going out. We're going to turn off the logistics there, and we're going to... I don't want to do sealed roads too much because... Okay, 36. 36, fine. Yeah, so we're going to do it like this, zigzag it there, so it goes through the farm 3, and then up. This is level 2, so it needs 200. We will turn on this. We will turn off that. Now we're relying on this splitting off and helping us over here. It wasn't going to make it the other way anyway. It was too roundabout, too many hexes. It wasn't getting delivered. Now we have sealed roads to take us at least this far. Okay, so we might lose on some buildings. I'm going to do a little back and forth. When I finish this turn, I'll save, go to the next turn, come back if it didn't work out. You could do the math where you can just, look at the solution and then back out the right answer. And since this is not like a test of my mathematic ability, I will just look at the answer until I get the right number, where we are not losing turns. What else needs to be done? Well, I guess it's just movement. Okay, so have I done all my things? Okay, trade. Traders have no money for anything, so we have to buy something if we want. I still think buying fuel is a good idea. We'll continue to buy all the fuel. That's a really good idea in my opinion. It gives the traders something to pay us money with. We're losing high-tech parts. We are actually losing machine parts. Not worried about that one though. And only one high-tech part being lost, considering we're not building new things, should be okay. Rare metals, 5. Yeah, you know what? Everything kind of... Oh, okay. The food situation, this is bad because I think that's Cragglacier coming in. We don't need to go too crazy, but I can probably buy like 2,500 food.
Roger that.
Just to make sure we stay up on everything. We can sell water, which we will. Wow, we can sell it for a good amount even.
Roger that.
In fact, that was... Okay, I was wondering if that was trader amount limited. No, it was actually the amount that they're going to allow us to sell. It was not trade cash limited. It was trade desire limited. Radioactives, I'm starting to think we might want to buy these because then when we do the nuclear plant, that is, I'm sure, going to be a very, very population/worker efficient solution. But it's going to take radioactives. Okay, well, we don't really need anything else from trade. The asset situation we already have covered. Don't build anything else. Too many industrial points going out already. We could probably even pause something. And by pause, I mean we won't really pause. We'll just put it 25%. Could put it to 50% for 2 turns. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Because I'm thinking something like the demetallization. That's only 100 though. Yeah, better to let them finish. Just, work it through the system and move on. Okay, so that's that. Assets done. Check city happiness. Main thing is Cragglacier is kind of getting upset about... I mean, their workers are a little bit upset. But above par in terms of, moving up on the happiness ladder there. So 100, 100. These guys just continue to hate us. Which is not good for the worker situation. Still lost 200 total population. Bad, bad, bad. Probably still emigrating to... Yep, Shadian. Wow, we lost almost 10,000 people there. My goodness, that's a lot of people. And we're losing people here, too. Oh my gosh. Despite having 100 and, I assume a lot of quality of life. 10... what the hell shot... Okay, the good news is we will eventually take over Shadian, and then it'll be ours. So it doesn't really matter. We may be friends with you now, Primeraria, but eventually we're just going to put a knife in this whole research thing, screw mind, and go full-on fist, which is probably going to piss off a lot of the people we have working with us, but by that point it'll be nearly the end of the series, so it won't matter if everything comes crashing down. Okay, so I had to sneeze there, sorry. Basically, I also took the moment to think about what I want to do. I just want to move. We got to move in. I don't know why I didn't move these guys last turn. It's just clearly an oversight. You are going to go back and hold here. 15 is going to move up because this is, like, you know, it's nice to have the militia along and everything, but this is where the real boys have to come and play. I'm only going to use one artillery on this first bombardment. Wait, who is part of what? You are part of the third. You are the second. Okay, so let's have the second do this attack. Let's have the second do this attack. Oh, wow, you're part of this? Wait, order of battle. You do have 7 already. You have an independent recon, and you have that. Okay, so, wow, okay, that's surprising to me. So this is truly an independent. And that is the second. Okay, so we'll have the second do the actual bombardment here. I assume that is the second. They will decimate this force, I believe, with a full 10 rounds. Not nearly as good as I was expecting, honestly. That's probably good enough for an attack, but yeah, less did not go as well as I was expecting. That's for sure. Let's move up and get recon. In fact, we'll even cut them off. And you know what? Why not? We can cut them off completely if we can spare somebody. Okay, wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. We're going to do that. I think it's worth it just to eliminate them entirely. To move here and then use the remaining points as bombardment.
On target. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's worth it. We'll just end up eliminating this unit very quickly. Okay, a little bit less expensive. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's effectively, it's 35 here and 40 there, but they're both only going to allow 6 rounds of attack. Okay, 12, 13, 14 can attack. We actually need 14 to do this, to dig in there. And honestly, we need... Like, what? Can you do it by yourself? No, you can't. So we do need to attack with both. Okay, fair enough. We'll do the attack with both.
Go, go, go.
We took the first hit, which is not good, but we should win this one. There it is. Only 5 units in that one. Yeah, move them both forward because it's just free advancing forward. Okay, we are going to be able to put this in here. Okay, good. So that should eliminate their ability to get to the transport derelict. Derelict transport, I guess. That is giving us a bit of a research bonus. I don't think that they're going to try to advance around it. They're obviously, like, if it was a human player, they might do it just because they think these players are dead. Units are dead. I don't think the AI would suicide units like that, just to disrupt your 1 hex perk for 1 turn. Yeah, but otherwise, if it's looking at the force distribution here, they're thinking, we are way outnumbered. We better start defending. So they probably won't go super aggro. Okay, that's that front. We have lots of fronts to look at, unfortunately. Continue to make progress down here. We can actually do an attack over here, but they only defend at 30. Ah, this is actually a pretty decent attack opportunity. I'd love to get other units into that attack, though. Now I know we have some rebels up in these here mountains. Some Rebs, Johnny Reb up in the mountains. Let's just keep pushing. Slowly make our way. Our hunters will attack and die, but they will surround and hopefully help kill first. The pink snakes did not come out of the mountains. That's unfortunate. This is fine, though. I think we're just going to leave this, even though people aren't getting supplied. I think that's just because we had too many pull points from Gagoyas, because that's stupid logistics. The stupid aircraft. I disagree. I disagree strongly. Excuse me. Let's just move back and defend here. We can get 2 people in on the attack next turn. That's all for this side. Moving up here. More the same. So again, we just want to continue to push as fast as possible. And even, I would say, neglecting the ability to kill this guy, with both units. So that's fine, that's fine. You can attack too. Oh, this is the first... It's vacant. Okay, well, who cares? We don't care about attacking with it, because it doesn't give us any benefit anyway. We'll go up here and up there, I guess. So who is the best? 90, 90, 96, 48, but I don't care about you. You're going to attack anyway, probably. And you're going to attack... You're not going to attack. But I'm not going to move you yet. I'm going to let everyone else do the attack because it'll free up movement points. So not the 5th. Wow. 43 to 1. I think this is pretty good odds. Didn't lose anybody. Very good. Okay, so we can move in here. We can move in here. We can move in here. And you can't move any further. Darn. I was hoping that that would free up the zone of control penalty. They may have been so depleted as to not to even exert one. It's possible. Okay, looking at power, we did at least gain a lot on power. That's a good sign. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about this more off camera, but basically all the movement is done. I mean, this turn is basically done. I just don't... yeah, it's basically done. So I'll think about what I can do more, better, whatever, off camera, and then I'll play with the ending the turn and seeing if the assets works out. If not, then we'll go back and adjust. Like, heavy industry... No, I don't care about heavy industry. I would prefer the high-tech industry. This is the one at the cost of 400 power. I think it's worth it to get this one operating again. And I think the radiation center will also get working again, even though it does cost a fair amount of power. But I like the idea of just slowly starting to clean the planet of radiation. I really like that. That's the OCD in me. Paint all your hexes one color. Clean all the thing. Like, terraform... What is it? Surviving Mars. I've been playing a little bit of that lately. Like, make the whole planet green. I don't even have the terraforming pack. I just flatten the whole the whole square. So anyways, a fun episode for me. It's fun to be at war, even though this is not a really competitive opponent. Salzburg is going to be the most fun. Although, based on how terrible airplanes are with logistics, I don't think we'll be using them, which was my original idea. In fact, airplanes to me just seem really, really overrated. Which doesn't make sense. But anyway. Until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.